Hello and good day, everyone. Welcome to the iProLogic group and iProLogic.com. This is Penny Blaze. Many of you have used our programs, either the New Rex, the iPro phases, or the Matrix. And for many of you, even though you've had success in all three of them and prefer certain ones, backed by popular demand and recent communications with customers and feedback, and we always say feedback just brings improvement. The general consensus is a lot of people are using the Matrix, and they're using it in many different ways. They've created their own setups, and some of them, they've used our own setups. But in this video, I'm going to show you two setups that have been so prolific that people are actually winning quite often. So you have more consistent and reliable sessions playing roulette, and certainly you have more profits because of that. So without any further delay, I'm going to show you two setups that, if executed the right way, proper bankroll, money management, discipline, and just following the setups, you should have no problems making a certain percentage every day. There's no bank in this world that's going to give you 10% or even 20% on your money every day. Even if you had, and you have to look at it proportionally, if you had 10% of $100, that's $10, or 20% of a $100 bankroll, that's $20 a day. It's $600 a month and $6,000 and plus a year. Now, if you were playing with $1,000 bankroll, obviously you would say, okay, what is 5% of that? Okay, now 10% or 20% is what you're after, but your chip value, what is 5% of $100, which is $50? What is 5% of $500? Which is $2.50 chips. What is 5% of 1,000? $5 chips. That's how you look at it as far as what your chip should be, your chip value. But let's get into the actual program, okay? Now, what I want to show you is, this is one of two setups. The first setup is, obviously, you're going to go to sequence mode. Set up extra safe, and you're going to start with one number. You're going to add one after each spin if you have a miss, until you get to 4 numbers. And then it would stop predicting numbers, because you're going to stay with that. Now, aside from what this says here, after 1 losses in a row, you add 1. This is if you're playing with a live wheel, a live dealer. If you're playing with RNG, you do not need to worry about this segment. Okay, and of course your starting bet is 1 unit, whatever that may be. So if I was playing with $1,000, I'd say, what is 5% of 1,000, which is $5? My chip value would be $5 chips. If I'm playing with $100, what is 5% of 100, which is 5? My chip value would be 50 cents. So again, don't use this if you're using an RNG. Why? Because we want you to use our calculator. So this you actually get for free. We're giving you this, and this actually was a paid service. We're actually giving this to you free with access to the Matrix. If you're a Matrix subscriber, you're going to get access to this calculator for free. Now I want to show you one of two setups, and you have to stick with this. On the payouts, you're going to put 35 to 1. Just put in the number 35 and leave it there. Put in your bankroll. In this case, we're going to use 1,000 as our demonstration, and our number of bets. Now, this is what I want to explain to you. Even though, we're just going to put in some random numbers here. I want to show you something. Even though this is giving you one predicted number, and that's what this is actually looking for, is for you to play 32. What we're going to do is quad bets. Okay, quad bets are 4 bets. It's a 4-corner bet. Now, if the number that you're playing happens to be in the middle, you'll play the middle and top. You'll play that 4 corners of the middle and top. If it happens to be a lower number, okay, so let's see if we can get a low number here. Oh, it's not. Same thing. Okay, let's hit on this. Let's say your number is at the top. You will play 24, 23, 20, and 21. Okay, those 4 corners. Let's say your number was 7. You would play 7, 8, 11, 10. You will not play 7, 4, 5, and 8. And you're probably asking, why not these 4? Because in each group of dozens, you have 3 dozens, and I'll show you this on a wheel. You have 2 half dozens. Okay, so let me show you that and you'll understand it better. Okay, here you go. So you have 3 dozens of 12 numbers. Okay, minus the 0. If number 4 is here, right? Let's take off this volume. What's going to happen is it's in this group of 12, but it's actually in this group of 6. That's why we say just cover these 4, the corners, right? Same thing here with 19. If it was 19, it would be this 4. Now, again, if it's a middle number, let's say it was 17. It would be 17, 14, 15, 18 is what we want you to cover. Those 4 numbers. And you will put it in here like so. Number of bets, 4. If you have a win, you're going to put win. If you have an L, you're going to put L. You'll see this adjusted. Once you're ahead, you're going to hit reset, put your new bankroll, 35 to 1, of course, your new bankroll, and continue doing it. Let me show you how this is actually done. The first thing we need is we need to have this populated with 7 numbers, okay? And we're going to put this into our program, okay, like so. Okay, so I'm going to reset this. Now, if you do have a hit, when you have a hit, even if it's not directly on that number, but it's one of the 4, you will put the number in and hit reset, okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to reset app once you have cleared or target that you're trying to get to, okay? So let's put in 28, 2, and let's get the other 5 numbers, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're putting 1 on red, 1 on black, and we're getting the 7th number, okay? So we had those entered, then we had 9, 19, 3, 23, and 17. All right, so let's look at this. We got the number 1. So we're going to play 1, 2, 5, 4, okay? And that's why we have 4 bets here, okay? The calculator will do its job for you to make a profit. Now, of course, with a $1,000 bankroll, I should be playing with $5 chips. Okay, but I'm only playing with $1 chips just so I can show you you're still going to make, 10 to 20% of your bankroll. But, with $1,000, of course, we're only playing with with $1 chips. So you have to look at it for what it's worth. Okay. But to say make $20 or $30, of course you will. Okay. Even if you were playing with just $1 bets on a $1,000 bankroll. Okay. So now 19, we had a loss. So we're going to put this in here. And now what you do is you put that 19 in here, okay? Well, it so happens to be the number 19 as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat. You're going to put in here, it's going to be 8 numbers, right? So you put in 19, 20, 23, 22, but you don't know how much that is going to be yet. So you're going to put in 8 here, and it still says 1 unit. So that's fine. If it says more, you would have just increased it. Okay, so you had the number 12, okay? It missed. Now, I know we're going to rebet that number, but let's see what happens here. Okay, it says 20. In this case, 20 is already covered, but that 20 is these 4 anyway. So just put it here. So you have a total of 10 bets. Okay, just want you to see this works, and I'm telling you, you're going to be successful with it. You just need to know what you're doing, right? So we're going to play those. Okay, you had a miss, 17. And I don't mind missing, is because I want you to see. Because if everybody keeps winning, what happens when you have a miss? Then you're going to look at us and say, well, this doesn't work. Of course it works. Okay, you will see what I'm saying. Here's your next number. It's 15. Okay, so I'm going to go 15, 14, 17, 18. That's a total of 14 numbers. Okay, so I'm going to put an L here. I'm going to put 1, 4 here, and it's going to tell me what to do. It says 2 units. So I'm going to play 2 units. Okay, I have no doubts making a profit, and I will. Okay, now I had a miss. It's not going to give me any more numbers. This says 2. Okay, but that's if you're playing with a live dealer. And of course, live dealers, you have different kind of results in RNG. Okay, so it's going to still be the same 14 numbers that I know. Oh, I put in 24, sorry. Okay, so it says 3 units. You just want to clear a profit. And a lot of times you're going to hit before you go 3 or 4 misses. A lot of times. This is just one of those situations where you have misses? Sure. I wouldn't worry about it too much. There you go. Okay, I'm $16 ahead. As you can see when I put this in, I'm 16 ahead. Now I'm going to reset it. I'm going to put 35 to 1. I'm going to put 1016. Okay, I know it's going to be 4, but I just don't know if it's going to hit yet or not. All right, so what I'm going to do here with this, since I did hit on that 14, it's not 15, but it's on 14, but I had a hit. So I'm going to put 14. Don't worry about this. I'm going to hit reset. So now it's giving me 32. So I'm going to play that 32. Just want you to see how this does its job, okay? Okay, 3 came out. We didn't have that. Now it's saying 0. I am going to make one comment with you. Whenever 0 comes out is one of your predicted numbers, you want to play the 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's something you want to do, is play 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's just something that I'm just giving you a little heads up about. So I'm going to play 0, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to put this as an L, and now I have 8 bets. Still says 1 unit, so I'm going to stay with that. Okay, so 9. We didn't have that. I'm going to put the 9 in. It says 15. Okay, I'm going to put the 15 in. And of course, this was an L, and this is going to be now 12 bets. Last time it was only 10. Okay, so don't write these things down. Just follow the calculator, what it says. Okay. 32, we had a hit. What's our bankroll? We're at 1028. I've done this in less than 5 minutes. Okay, as you can see, look, I'm at 1028. So I'm $28 ahead. I'm not crying. I'm actually making a profit. If I was to stop anything over 20, I usually take a break. I make 20 in a half hour and another 20 in another half hour, then I'm making $40 an hour. Okay, and if I played 5 hours a day, that's $200 a day, folks. That's $6,000 a month. You have to ask yourself, what would I do with $6,000 a month? Okay, so here we go. I hit 32. Now, because I said once I cross 20, I take a break, I'm going to reset the entire app. I'm going to put in 20, 12, 17, 10, or I can spin and get 7 new numbers. I'm just going to take these 7 numbers off of here, so I don't know what's going to come up. Okay, so it says 5. Okay, so I'm going to play 5. All right, I put my 4 numbers in here. It says 1 unit, and I'm just going to spin away. Okay, 29. Sometimes you will hit on that first number right away. Sometimes you won't, and I'm not worried about that. Okay, now it says 10. I'm going to do that, but I have to check here now. Okay, and again, this is free, so use it. I'm playing 8 numbers, no problem. Okay, 14, didn't have that. We'll put the 14 in here. What does it say? Well, it says 0. Well, in this case, since it says 0 and this happened, right, you're going to play the 0. And remember I tell you 1, 2, 3? So 2 and 3 is already covered. So you have a total of 10 numbers now, okay? So you're going to play the 10 numbers. That's how the cookie crumbles, okay? And you just live with it. Okay, 32. See where that goes? Now it says 23. So, okay, 23 is here. So you have a total of 14 numbers this session, okay? And it says 2 units. So I'm going to bet 2 units. Just let the chips fall as they may. 33, I don't have that. You put that in. And I'm going to put here 14 again, because you're not getting any new numbers. Add 1. So we're going to add 1. Don't be afraid. Just do what the system says. You are going to come out being ahead. Okay? There you go. I'm at 144. I mean 140. I'm 44 ahead, as you can see. So I've made $44 in under 10 minutes. Okay? And if I made 44 in under 10 minutes, it tells me that even if I was to come back a half hour later and I made another 20 or 40, I'm actually going to make over 50 bucks an hour. Okay? So again, please take this with a grain of salt. This strategy and the setup is very powerful. You just stay with it. Okay? Once again, thank you for taking the time to look at this video, and hope to see you on the other side. Just remember to come to www.iProLogic.com. The calculator is free, so you can use it to your advantage. Okay? Have a great day, everyone.